it should be in today. I ordered a new piece of equipment. I'm excited about it. Ran me about $1,600. It's specifically for my overgrown properties when I get those. Usually those are my one-time cuts because people don't cut it at all for the summer. Then halfway through they need somebody to come cut it all down. I'm getting the FS 560 CEM, the big one from Stihl. I got my old FS 130 that I've been using for the big stuff. It's 15 years old, still runs, still works, but need more power sometimes. So some situations require more power. So hopefully I get a call today that the 560 will be in. I'm excited to go pick that one up, and there'll be another video on that. I got the driving range in the backyard, and the grass is already pushing three foot tall in the driving range. It'll be a perfect place to test it out. So probably do an unboxing, well, not an unboxing video because it's already gonna be put together, but we'll do a video on the 560, put some 130 thousandths line and the auto cut head, the big one, the 56.2 I think it is, the big auto cut, and test it out. Why I'm excited about that is because all the videos on YouTube I found of, you know, like the Stihl 460 and the 560 and all their big clearing saws, it's all from different countries. A lot of them's in different languages, and it just shows them using it. You know, I haven't found anybody in the US, aside from that one dude I like to watch. I forgot his YouTube channel name. I'll link it down below, or mention it down below in the description once I remember what it is. But he did a small video, like an overview video of the 560. But that's it as far as people in the United States doing videos on them. So I am going to be making quite a few videos with it when the opportunity arises to do so, and talking about it and everything like that. So it should be pretty awesome, man. 57 cc's, basically 4 horsepower, big machine. It's built for tough jobs, and I'm going to use it for tough jobs too. So all right, enough rambling. I'm gonna get the camera shut off, and then we're gonna get to these yards and see if we can crush them. Got a time limit today. It's about 8:20 in the morning. I need to be done by 11:45 in the morning. 3 hours, 5 accounts. One of these accounts is mowing only, so I don't have to do any trimming, no blowing, or nothing. Just mow it down, leave, which that's convenient. So that's what we're gonna do right now. And that's it. That's it. All right, so we made my time limit. Started at like 9 o'clock this morning. I think it was about 9 o'clock I started. It's 11:30 now, and I've been done. Got my last lawn completed about 15 minutes ago, so all 5 accounts are done for today. Get ready to pick the little one up from school. That's what I'm doing now. Enjoying the air condition. Starting to get hot out. You know, it's in the 90s and all that other stuff. So, staying cool. So, the last property we cut. Damaged the customer's property. Now, we all have insurance for a reason. Because accidents happen. However, this was a cheap damage. And I mean, no point in filing an insurance claim. The black gutter drain hose going down into the yard, it was probably about 10-12 feet of it in the yard. And I got the mower deck just a little too close to it, and boom, sucked it right under the deck, and it severed about the last 4 feet of that hose. I'll put a picture right now. So, that's what happened there. And, you know, I finished up the lawn, did everything, got everything done. Sent the customer a message like, hey, this is what happened. Really sorry about it. I can be out first thing Saturday morning, get it replaced. No big deal. Then she said she has some spare pieces possibly that she can use to fix it or whatever she wanted to do, and said not to worry about it. So what I said was, okay, no problem. If you don't have anything, let me know. That way I can get it replaced for you real quick. More than happy to do it. I mean, I did it. It's my fault. So that stuff's not too expensive anyway. You go to the hardware store and you can get almost a roll of that stuff pretty cheap. So I told her I'd fix it for free and said not to worry about it right now. If it changes, hopefully she will let me know so I can get it taken care of for her. So on my part, I got on my business card integrity based. So to make that right for the inconvenience and everything else like that, we'll throw 20% off next month's entire invoice for mowing services. So least I can do for something that I did. Accidents happen, and it's not so much the accident itself that makes the situation bad. It's how you deal with that accident that you caused that can make the situation either good, bad, or, you know, get you fired by a client to not come back. So pretty much it on that. You know, just own up to a problem if you caused one and make it right. Simple as that. Most people are okay with that, rather than something being destroyed and they walk out in their yard and they see it and you didn't mention it to them. That's wrong. So always bring it to their attention. It sucks. It can be scary sometimes. You really don't know what they're going to say, how they're going to react, or what's going to happen. Just be responsible no matter what. Bring up the issue, offer to fix it. If it's an expensive issue, then, you know, get an insurance claim and everything filed. That's why we have insurance. Another thing I want to talk about, in my area, Southern Illinois here, there's a lot of lowballing companies out there, and I got a couple clients that have gone through 3 or 4 different mowing companies in the past few years because they've gone out of business. That doesn't scare me at all, and the reason why it doesn't is because a lot of these clients of mine, they tell me that a lot of these guys are only charging them $20, $25 on an easy $50 to $60 property. And, you know, I try to explain, you know, I start asking some more questions strategically, and they tell me that they don't show up reliably. They only cut parts of the yard and don't finish it. You know, things like that. It's just, it's reliability. Reliability is the biggest issue I've found as far as complaints from customers about other companies. So that's what I strive not to do. I got a schedule. It is populated. My working days are set. I have my routes set, and the only reason that anything would be canceled is if severe weather or, you know, an illness, sickness, or family emergency. It's the only excuse why anything would be canceled, and, you know, you let the customer know. So, and most people are pretty acceptable of that. I mean, we're just cutting grass, we're just mowing lawns. Usually if you have to cancel on a day, as long as you communicate with the customer, it's never usually a problem. So, that's my thoughts on that. A lot of shoddy companies out there just trying to lowball and everything else, and it's difficult to compete with that. And basically you just give the customer your price, and if they say, oh, this guy will do it for half of that, well, kind of like what Brian's Lawn Maintenance said to do. Just tell them, hey, that's a phenomenal rate in your area, you should stick with them or go with them. And I've said that to many people, and some of those people have called me back a month or two later and said, hey, this guy ain't working out, you know, come help us out. And then, you know, that's it. It's like you pay more for reliable service. That's all there is to it. You want reliability, you want dependability, predictability. It's going to cost a little bit more, but you get the consistency with your service. Same face every time. I'm a solo operator. I don't have teams that go out. Once in a while I'll have help come with me, but same face every time. So, another thing, what's your guys' cut height where you're at? Talking cool season grasses in the Midwest here, not the Florida guys. You guys are cutting down in Florida like 2 inches, 2.5 inches. That's different types of grasses. Cool season grasses here in the Midwest. I've been cutting all my lawns at 4 inches. Getting ready for the hot months, you know, in July and August. I'd rather have the grass that tall already than to hope it grows that tall when it starts getting hot, and to prevent heat stress. The problem is probably about 60% of my customers so far are, I wouldn't say not happy with it, but they want their grass cut shorter. So the 4-inch thing isn't working for me, at least where I'm at. Nobody wants it cut at a little bit higher length, and a part of that, I believe, is, you know, everybody's used to cutting their grass real short. But so I lowered everything down to 3.5 inches for all my properties now, and see if that solves that issue with the grass being too high. So I got no problem doing it. You know, it's what the customer wants. I prefer not to go below 3.5 inches though, just because of the heat stress. It will destroy a lawn. I've seen it. I got neighbors that cut their grass almost to the dirt, and when it gets hot, they're done cutting for the season basically. So 3.5 inches is my lowest I like to go to play it safe, to keep a lawn healthy, because I don't want to be liable for a lawn dying out. That's the kind of insurance claims you don't want. And if you're ever at risk, if a customer tells you to cut it super, super low, don't do it if you don't feel comfortable doing it. That's what I'm gonna say. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't do it, because you can get yourself in some trouble if a lawn dies out. It basically scalp a lawn. You can get yourself in some serious money trouble with landscaping with that, if the customer decides to pursue it. So I've had customers that have wanted me to cut it all the way down to the dirt before, and I just tell them I'm not going to do it, and then they'll say, you know, okay, we'll choose somebody else. I'm like, by all means, please, because I don't want to be responsible for your lawn, you know, drying out and dying out halfway through summer. That's not cool. All right, I'm gonna quit talking. I'll let you guys get back to it, and until next time, we'll see you all in the next one. All right, so got the new toy here. Got this thing loaded up with the CF3 Pro and 130 thousandths.
That is a tool. Not a toy.
And it's the big one.
And it's not jewelry.
It's a tool, not jewelry. That's right. So we don't care if we get scratches on it. That's the big one.
Are you already making
And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go straight out to the field and test it out.